Deep in the remote Gobi Desert, a legend slithers through the sand, one that chills the bravest hearts and stirs the imagination of all who hear it. This is a place where the boundaries between myth and reality blur, and where the unknown waits just beneath the surface. The Mongolian Death Worm, a thick, blood-red creature several feet long, rumored to spit deadly venom and kill with a jolt of electricity. Its very name is enough to send shivers down the spine. For generations, Gobi nomads have called it by many names, each one whispered with a mix of awe and dread. And they fear it. The stories are not just warnings, but survival guides passed down from parent to child, echoing through the centuries. This isn't just a campfire tale, it's a mystery that's lured explorers and scientists for decades, drawing them into the heart of one of the world's most unforgiving landscapes. Cryptids like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster fascinate us, but the Death Worm's home is uniquely hostile, an environment where only the toughest survive and where secrets are buried deep. The Gobi Desert can cook you by day, freeze you by night, and somewhere in that vastness, this killer worm is said to hide. The landscape itself is a test of endurance, with scorching heat, bone-chilling cold, and endless miles of shifting sand. So, how do you hunt a monster that can kill from a distance? You start by listening to the land, to the people, and to the stories that refuse to die. The nomads are the keepers of this legend, passing down stories of sightings and warnings. Their tales are rich with detail, descriptions of the worm's movements, its deadly abilities, and the places it's said to appear. Every great expedition begins not with a map but with a story, and in the Gobi, stories are as vital as water. The tale of the death worm is woven into the very fabric of desert life, shaping the way people travel, where they camp, and how they interpret the strange and unexplained. It is one of the most compelling and terrifying you'll ever hear, a legend that refuses to die no matter how many times it's questioned or dismissed. Our journey is to peel back the layers of this legend. We'll dive into its history, explore the terrain, and meet those who live alongside the myth. We'll seek out the truth behind the stories and try to separate fact from fiction in a place where the two often intertwine. Is the death worm a real undiscovered species, a case of mistaken identity, or a powerful symbol born from the desert's harsh realities? The answers may be as elusive as the creature itself, hidden beneath layers of sand and secrecy. Grab your gear and a healthy dose of skepticism. We're heading into the Gobi. The truth is out there, buried beneath the sand, waiting for those brave enough to seek it. Let's go find it, together, and see what mysteries the desert is willing to reveal.
Things you only talk about at the back of the cave.
To begin the search for the death worm, we must first understand the extraordinary place it calls home. The Gobi Desert, a realm of both beauty and danger. The Gobi isn't just endless sand, it's a vast, high-altitude expanse, stretching across northern China and southern Mongolia, and covering an area larger than Peru. Here, wild temperature swings are the norm, with the land transforming from scorching heat to bitter cold in a matter of hours. In the summer, the sun can be so intense you could fry an egg on a rock, while in winter the mercury plunges so low that even the hardiest traveler can freeze solid. The Gobi is a place of extremes, where survival is never guaranteed. It's a land of rock, gravel, and sparse vegetation, a true test of survival. Water is scarce, and only the toughest plants and animals manage to endure. The Gobi's isolation is key to the legend. Vast areas are rarely visited, making it a perfect hiding place for secrets. For days you might see no other soul, just endless horizons and the whisper of the wind. Sandstorms can sweep across the land without warning, erasing tracks and swallowing evidence of anything that passes through. Yet, despite these harsh conditions, nomadic herders have lived here for centuries, their knowledge of the land unmatched. They move with the seasons, following ancient roots, and their stories are woven into the very fabric of the desert. In this isolation, legends thrive. Around campfires, tales of strange creatures and unexplained happenings are passed down through generations. If a strange animal could exist anywhere, it would be here, hidden in the vastness, leaving only the faintest traces behind. The Gobi is also a paleontologist's dream. Dinosaur fossils litter the ground, discovered by explorers like Roy Chapman Andrews. The desert preserves the past, holding on to secrets millions of years old. In a place where ancient bones are common, is it so strange to imagine a living legend? The line between myth and reality blurs in a landscape so ancient and mysterious. Searching for the death worm means exploring a landscape that's as much a character as the creature itself. Every dune, every rock, every shadow could be hiding something extraordinary. The wind howls, the ground hides secrets, and the desert guards its mysteries fiercely. It's a place where the environment itself seems to conspire to keep its secrets hidden. The Gobi doesn't give up its secrets easily. Every step is a challenge, every discovery hard-won. You have to earn them, and respect the people who call this place home. Their wisdom and traditions are as much a part of the desert as the sand and stone. The Gobi is the perfect stage for one of the world's most enduring legends. A land where the line between reality and myth is as shifting as the sands themselves. So what does the Mongolian death worm supposedly look like? This legendary creature has haunted the imaginations of locals and explorers alike for generations, and its description is as bizarre as it is terrifying. Most accounts describe a 2 to 5 foot long, thick, blood-red worm, like a living intestine. Its body is said to be segmented, glistening in the harsh desert sun, and it moves with a disturbing, undulating motion that leaves a trail in the sand. No visible head, no eyes, no mouth, just a muscular tube of flesh. Witnesses claim it seems almost alien, as if it doesn't belong to any known animal group. Some say it has spikes or bristles along its body, but the classic image is smooth and deeply unsettling, like a nightmare made real. Its color blends perfectly with the Gobi's reddish sands, making it nearly invisible as it burrows just beneath the surface, waiting for prey or intruders. But it's the creature's rumored abilities that truly make it legendary, setting it apart from any ordinary animal. Locals claim it spits a corrosive yellow venom that kills instantly, causing skin to bubble and decay. This venom is said to be so potent that even the smallest drop can be fatal. Others say it can discharge a fatal electric shock, enough to kill a camel or a person in seconds, making it one of the most dangerous creatures ever imagined. A creature with the powers of a spitting cobra and an electric eel, terrifying. It's as if nature combined its most dangerous weapons into a single elusive beast. It's most active during the hottest months, especially after rain when the desert comes alive and the sand is soft enough for it to surface. For the people of the Gobi, this isn't just a story, it's a deadly warning. Generations have passed down tales of travelers and livestock vanishing without a trace. The death worm is a horror movie come to life, lurking beneath the sand, a symbol of the unknown dangers that still haunt the world's wildest places. The legend reached the West, thanks to Roy Chapman Andrews, famed explorer and fossil hunter. In 1926, while searching for dinosaur bones, Andrews heard tales of from Mongolian officials. They described a sausage-shaped, 2-foot-long creature, so poisonous that touching it meant instant death. Andrews, a skeptic, was struck by the consistency and fear in these stories. He noted that none of the locals had seen it themselves, but all believed in it deeply. His account proved the legend wasn't invented for tourists, it was genuine folklore. Andrews' writings gave the death worm international attention and a stamp of authenticity. He may have gone looking for the ancient past, but he stumbled upon a living legend. Without Andrews, the Mongolian death worm might have remained a secret, whispered only among the desert winds. If Andrews opened the door, Czech explorer Ivan Mackerly kicked it wide open. Obsessed with the death worm, Mackerly led 3 major expeditions to the Gobi after Mongolia opened to outsiders. He used everything from vibrators to low-flying aircraft, trying to lure the worm out. Mackerly collected dozens of eyewitness accounts, stories of camels dying mysteriously, herders vanishing, and a family killed by a red sausage-like creature. The fear was real, the details vivid. Though he never found the worm, McCurl's expeditions brought the legend to a global audience. His books and TV appearances popularized the name Mongolian Death Worm. He treated the legend with respect, blending scientific curiosity with adventure. McCurl's quest cemented the death worm's place among the world's great unsolved mysteries. He may not have found the monster, but he made sure the world would never forget it. In the age of smartphones and satellite imagery, you'd think a 5-foot killer worm couldn't hide, yet the legend thrives online. Forums, blogs, and videos keep the story alive. Modern expeditions like a 2005 British team interviewed nomads and tried using yellow objects as bait based on local tips. No worm, but plenty of new testimony. Blurry photos and viral videos spark debate, but most are quickly debunked. Still, the cycle of hope and skepticism keeps the legend alive. The internet spreads stories faster, but the core details remain unchanged, just as Andrews recorded nearly a century ago. The death worm is as resilient as the desert itself. To understand the death worm, look beyond the horror. See its place in Mongolian culture. For Gobi nomads, the isn't just a cryptid. It's a symbol of the desert's unpredictable dangers. The worm embodies the sudden, deadly threats of the Gobi: dehydration, storms, venomous creatures. Traditional beliefs are animistic. The land is alive, to be respected, not conquered. The death worm serves as a guardian of taboos. Don't disturb the desert or face dire consequences. Some legends even say surviving an encounter brings good luck. The worm is both terror and fortune, a supernatural force of nature. The legend teaches respect for the land and its dangers, a living history that endures. Searching for the worm means engaging with a deep, ancient tradition. Scientists can't ignore a legend this big. Some have tried to find a biological explanation for the death worm. Spitting venom exists in nature, but a toxin that kills on contact is almost unheard of. Electric eels can shock, but no land animal combines both abilities. Modern expeditions have used thermal cameras and soil analysis but found no physical evidence, no photos, no bodies. Still, scientists don't dismiss the legend. They look for alternative explanations. Could locals be misidentifying known animals? Are stories exaggerated accounts of real dangers? The scientific hunt is about solving a puzzle, using logic to illuminate one of the world's darkest mysteries. 12. If the death worm isn't a monster, what is it? The leading theory: mistaken identity. The Tartar sand boa, a reddish, burrowing snake, fits the description. Some suggest legless amphibians called Sicilians, or worm lizards, could be the source. A large unknown species might exist, but none match the worm's deadly powers. The venom and electric shock could be exaggerations of snake bites or misunderstood symptoms. Ultimately, the most powerful explanation may be psychological. The death worm is a cautionary tale, a guardian of the desert, born from real dangers and cultural need. The real creature may live in the stories themselves. 13. After all the expeditions and theories, the Mongolian death worm remains a mystery. No proof, just generations of compelling stories from one of Earth's most remote places. That's what makes the legend powerful. It exists in the space between what we know and what we don't. The death worm isn't just about discovering a new species, it's about the thrill of exploration. It reminds us that the world still holds secrets. The legend challenges us to listen, to respect other ways of knowing. Whether real or myth, the death worm has captured our imagination for a reason. As long as the Gobi keeps its secrets, adventurers will keep searching. Because the greatest adventures aren't always about what you find, but about the thrill of the search itself. 12.